Good morning, children. We are in Unit 5, Reproduction and Modification in Plants. There are two types of reproduction, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. In the previous video, we saw what is sexual reproduction. What is asexual reproduction? Production of new plants without the involvement of pollination and fertilization is known as asexual reproduction. There are different types of asexual reproduction: vegetative propagation, budding, fragmentation, and spore formation. In vegetative reproduction, new plant arises from the stem, root or leaf. In the first case, potato is the stem of a plant and the new plant arises from the stem. In the second case, the new tiny plant develops from the leaf. This kind of process is called vegetative propagation. The next type is budding. Figure A shows a parent cell of yeast. In figure B, you can see the parent cell projects and forms a bud. The nucleus also splits into two. In figure C, the cytoplasm almost finished the division and the bud also received a nucleus from the parent cell. And the bud detaches from the parent cell and it acts as an individual. So the process continues. This is how reproduction happens in yeast, and this process is called budding. The next type is fragmentation. In fragmentation, we can see fragmentation in Spirogyra. What happens in fragmentation is the parent cell splits into multiple pieces and each piece acts as an individual and those individual again splits. This is how Spirogyra reproduce, and this type of reproduction is called fragmentation. The next type is spore formation. Usually non-flowering plants reproduce by spore formation. They have a tiny dot-like structure which acts as a seed. When these spores falls into a suitable surface, they grow as an individual. This is called spore formation. In ferns, we can see these spores at the lower surface of the leaf. So far we saw how plants reproduce. Now let's see some modification in plants. Usually plant organs evolve for a specific function. For example, root evolve to anchor the plants and to absorb nutrients, minerals from the soil, and leaf evolve to do photosynthesis. But in some plant species, these root and stems are slightly modified. Let's see those modification and why do they modified. These are the roots which are modified to store food. Carrot is a conical shaped root. Radish is a spindle-shaped root. Beetroot is a top-shaped root. And turnip is also a top-shaped root. All these roots are taproot system. Hence, these roots are modified to store food. They are also called storage roots. Let's see some roots which are modified to give mechanical support for the plant. In banyan tree, the root arises from the horizontal branches which grows vertically and gives extra support for the tree to stand firm. In maize and sugarcane, the roots arises from the nodes of the stem which helps the plant to stand erect on the soil and gives additional support for the plant. In beetle and black pepper, the tiny roots arises from the nodes and internodes of the stem which helps the plant in climbing, and these roots are called climbing roots. In banyan tree, the roots are called prop roots. In maize, the roots are called stilt root. All these modified roots are modified to give mechanical support to the plants. Next, the root which is modified to exchange gas. Avicennia is a tree in which the root grows above the soil to exchange gases. These roots have tiny pores, holes, which helps in circulating air. Shall we live without food? No. Plants also need some nutrients to survive. Cuscuta is a plant which needs some nutrients to survive. They have a special root called sucking root in which they attach itself on a host plant to derive its nutrients. So these kind of roots are called sucking roots. That's all about today's class, children. Thank you. Watch enrichment video to know more about planting. Bye. Take care.